Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Teacher Melody, and we've got another class with English Conversations Scenarios. Let's get started. Ta-da! Yay! English Conversation. Today we're on part 14 of conversational sentence scenarios. We've gone over how to get on the bus, asking questions like, can you help me? Could you please repeat that? And how much does it cost? Sophia helped Jacob find the bus station. Then he was able to get on the bus. Yay! Olivia wanted to travel to California, so she asked, why is Aunt Judy? All kinds of questions on how to get there. We also learned how to build questions to understand things or learn something new, to get recommendations or advice on how to. So we started with a question. We went over some who, when, where, and how long. Also, we introduced which. You asked your own group questions about animals, holidays, food, free time, health, and school, and hopefully learn something new. I answered questions for you about sleep, and you also asked your classmates about their own sleep patterns. You helped Orange and Lemon learn about New Year. Great job. We also went over statements and how to express something like the weather, the seasons, or how you're feeling, hot, cold, freezing. We talked about what kind of weather. The weather outside is hot, sunny, snowy, rainy, windy. Today is a cloudy day. Today is a overcast day. Today is a thunderstorm day. Today, it might be snowy. Today, it might be foggy. Today, we might have a freeze. Today, we might have a thunderstorm. Today, we might have sun. We talked about what type of clothing you would wear in the different seasons. Things like snow boots, gloves, a hat, snowshoes. When it's hot outside, you might wear shorts, a skirt, a t-shirt, maybe a light hat. When it's raining outside, you definitely need an umbrella, maybe a raincoat, maybe rain boots. When it's windy outside, you do not want an umbrella, but maybe you want socks, gloves, a hat, or earmuffs. When it's hot outside, you may want a t-shirt, flip-flops, or sandals, sunglasses. When it's cold outside, you may want to add a tracksuit. You may want to have on jeans. You may even want a sweater. We helped Judy and Olivia with the weather outside when it was windy and also when it was a beautiful day. You designed your own conversation with Judy and Olivia when it was nighttime and the ghosts were out. Hopefully they had a great conversation. What about when it was lightning and there was a hailstorm? Oh my. We also learned about feelings. How do you express your feelings or emotions? You can start with I feel, or I am? And why do we feel that way? Great job, everyone. Today, we will work in groups of 4 people. So go ahead and find your groups while we review. Review of steps 1 through 4. What's step number 1? Who remembers? That's right. Think about what you're going to say. Think about it. Figure it out. Figure out the details. What do I need to communicate? Who am I speaking to? What am I going to ask? What all do I need to know? What are the details I need to know? Am I talking about today or yesterday or tomorrow? And how will I say it differently? And who am I talking to? Is it someone I know? Someone I don't know? Do I need to be formal or informal? It's always good to speak politely, no matter what. What are your detailed questions? Who, what, where, when, why, and how? So let's practice. Our scenario for today is how to perform a task or operation. How to do something. Like, go to bed, wake up, brush your teeth, take a bath, brush your hair, drive to work or drive to school, have breakfast, vacuum the floor or sweep, put makeup on, wash the car, water the plants, go for a walk or a run, play the guitar, take pictures, go shopping or exercise. How do you perform a task or an operation? First you, then you. This is how we give step-by-step instructions. How do you go to bed? First, you lift the sheets. Then you climb onto the bed. Then you pull the sheets over. Oh, wait, you forgot to turn off the light. Can't forget that. Did you set your alarm? Okay, now pull the sheets back, climb onto the bed, pull the sheets up, and go to bed. In your groups, you will choose 4 different tasks of anything listed. In your group, give step-by-step instructions. Practice your questions and answers. Remember, some of these things you can do by yourself, like go to bed, wake up, make my bed, brush my teeth, take a bath, brush your hair, get dressed, make dinner, or have breakfast. Some of these you can do with other people. Maybe you make dinner with your mom. Maybe you hang clothes with your brother. Maybe you play with friends. Maybe you play the guitar with other people. Maybe you exercise with your whole class. So in your groups, practice question and answer on how you can perform this task, if it's by yourself or with other people. Do this on your worksheet, and I'll give you 5 minutes. guide them step by step through a task. Only the blind member can ask questions. Only the one guiding can answer. Change members for each task. So one person is blind and one person reads the instructions step by step. The blind person will act it out. Maybe you are making your bed. You will be blind. First, you will take the sheets off. Then you will put the bottom sheet on. Take your group step by step and do this with all members of the group. I will give you 5 minutes. Let's go. Whoop. You have about 3 minutes left. A little over 1 minute. Okay. So let's do an example. Let's say we want to brush our teeth. Step 1, pick up the toothbrush. Step 2, wet the toothbrush. Step 3, pick up the toothpaste. Make sure it is face down. So the opening is face down. Open the toothpaste. Place the toothpaste over the toothbrush on the bristles and squeeze. Squeeze only a little bit of toothpaste, about as big as your finger, onto the bristles of the toothbrush. Close the toothpaste. Put the toothpaste back on the counter. Open your mouth. Put the toothbrush, bristles facing your teeth, into your mouth. Move the toothbrush up and down on all your teeth. Back, front, back, lower, front, back, behind. When you're done, spit out the toothpaste, rinse your toothbrush, pour some water in your mouth, and remember this one? What is that called? Swish, swish, swish water in your mouth. Then put the toothbrush back. Ta-da! Okay. This time, you'll ask each member of your group each of these questions. You will practice your questions and answers to one another in English. What time do you usually get up in the morning? Remember, usually means over and over and over, like a habit. What do you often eat for lunch? How do you travel to school or work? In a bus, taxi, motorcycle? Where do you eat lunch? Do you usually eat lunch? What do you like to do after school or work? How many hours of TV do you usually watch each day? Is it too much? What's your favorite website? Why do you like it? You can also ask, what is your favorite YouTube channel? It's probably Teacher Melody. Can you cook? How often do you cook dinner? Tell me about your best friend. How often do you see him or her? What time do you go to bed at night? Do you think you should go to bed earlier? I will give you 5 minutes to practice. So ask each question to each member of your group and write down their answers. See what you learn about your group members. 5 minutes. You've got about 2 more minutes. One minute left, everyone. Okay, let's go on to our next practice. Woo! We've got some more questions for your group. So each member of your group, you'll ask every member and write down their answers. We'll practice questions and answers in English. What time do you usually go to bed at night? Should you go to bed earlier? What do you often eat for breakfast? Do you think it's healthy food? What time do you arrive at school or work? Are you ever late? What time do you eat lunch? Do you eat alone or with other people? What time do you get home after school or work? Are you tired when you get home? What is your favorite TV show? Why do you like it? How much time do you spend online each day on the internet or your phone? Is it too much? What time do you usually eat dinner? What hobbies do you have? What's your favorite hobby? Remember, a hobby is something we do over and over and over and over, like a habit, but we really like it. How do you like to relax in the evenings? Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes to ask your questions and record your answers. Just in case you need help, what time do you usually go to bed at night? Should you go to bed earlier? I would answer, I usually go to bed around 10 o'clock p.m. Should you go to bed earlier? Maybe. What do you often eat for breakfast? Do you think it's healthy food? I do not often eat breakfast. What time do you eat lunch? Do you eat alone or with other people? I eat lunch around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes I eat with my family. Sometimes I eat with my teachers when I'm at school. Sometimes I eat alone. What time do you usually eat dinner? I usually eat dinner around 7 p.m. or 7:30. What hobbies do you have? What's your favorite hobby? I like to play the guitar. I like to sing. I like to run. I like to paint. How do you like to relax in the evenings? I like to do yoga. You have about 1 more minute. Okay, guys, good job. Your last part. This is for your homework. You can work together with your groups if you have time, or you can answer the questions on your own. Circle the answer that you feel is correct. How often do you blah to the cinema? How often do you bleh shopping? How often do you blah eggs for breakfast? How often do you blah your teeth? How often do you blah aerobics, which are exercise? How often do you blah the internet? How often do you blah your bicycle? How often do you blah volleyball? How often do you blah by train? How often do you blah your email? How often do you blah to Facebook? How often do you blah for viruses? It's not the coronavirus. How often do you blah online games? How often do you blah a computer? How often do you blah fast food? How often do you blah your grandparents? How often do you blah a horse? How often do you blah your shoes? How often do you blah before 6 a.m.? How often do you blah with your parents? If you have time, work with your groups and ask everyone these questions. Come up with your answers. If you don't have time today, you can do these on your own. Remember that you can do a task by yourself or with others, and both include conversations, questions, and answers. Good job, everybody. I will see you next class where we continue conversational scenarios in English.